Cruising on 7, brought to you by
Capital GMC Buick Cadillac and Capital Ford Lincoln are two of the most celebrated dealerships in the country. Plus, Universal Collision Center is Saskatchewan's largest body shop network. Capital Auto Mall on the corner of Rochdale and Pasqua in Regina.
The Canada Day show. It's a cruise today for seniors homes, I think, and we've got John Kufner, and you've got an 82 Le Mans. Is that
72?
What 72. Ah, there we go. Tell us a little bit about your car, John.
It started out as Le Mans.
I almost thought it was a GTO for a while.
It wants to be a GTO.
It wants to be a GTO. Okay.
Not quite the GTO package yet.
Ah, okay.
Actually, I bought it in Fort Capel.
Oh, Fort Capel.
The way
okay.
it was.
So what have you done to try and make it look like a GTO?
I put in a console shift.
A console shift, okay.
Yeah. And that's about it.
What about the tack on the hood there?
It was on there when I bought it.
That's part of the Le Mans package, is it? Or
No,
was it something
it was
he did?
put on after.
Okay, and the vinyl roof came with it as it was, kind of
As
thing?
it
John?
was, yeah.
Okay, go. Why for you a GTO or Le Mans? Why
Well,
for you?
I wanted a Chev motor. It has 350 Chev motor in it, the original.
Okay.
And actually, I like GM products.
Okay. So this was something that was on your bucket list somewhere
Yeah.
along the way. And who's with you today? It's your wife?
Yeah,
Marge?
Yeah. Marge.
Hi, glad to meet you, Marge. Well, you guys are going to have a little cruise around some of the older senior homes in town here and show off your cars. So, yeah, fantastic day. I hope you enjoy yourself. So we're here with Duncan Woloshyn, and he's got a 63?
No, 64.
64 Chevy, one of the
Impala.
best. These were the sort of like the 5, 6, 7s of the 60s, weren't they, really, in a sense?
Yeah, they're the X-frame bodies or the frames, and yeah, the 63s and 64s look very similar.
Yeah.
The 62s a little bit of a change, and the 61's a little change.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your car. Where did you get your car from?
North by Waka, Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and not too, quite a while ago.
Okay.
The paint job in this car is 25 years old.
Wow. What color is it? It's a great.
It's kind of a metallic blue. Actually, the blue was from a Nissan from about 94.
Okay.
like that. But
Okay.
it's-
Did you do the upholstery and?
No, I had a guy in Regina here do it, and he was an upholsterer that did, couches and all that, and he wanted
Okay.
to try doing a car.
Oh, okay.
So he gave me a deal on it, and I said, okay, go for it.
So what is the material? It's kind of a Naugahyde of something?
Yeah, Naugahyde leatherette type stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
okay. Nice
so-
match with the thing. What did you do for the engine?
It's got a 327 with the roller cam.
Oh, okay.
4-barrel. That's just little things, nothing too much.
Yeah. So you've had a lot of fun with this car over the years then, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, lots of fun.
Okay, we're here with Greg Packman, and he's got his 1300 Chevy. What year is this?
57.
57. Is there any other designation or badging to it other than 1300?
No,
Sometimes some were called Apaches or some of that.
yeah, no, it's not a patch. This was just a 1300.
Yeah, okay. Tell us a little bit where you got your truck from.
It's a Regina truck.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you've had it for a long while?
Yeah, I've had it for a number of years. It was purchased originally at Regina Motor Products.
Oh, this is a really local Regina truck. Jeez, I love that. This is one of the best designs that Chevy ever came. This is the step side too, isn't it?
Yes.
Ah, cool. So what have you all done to your truck then?
It's a 350 engine, 700R tranny,
Oh, okay.
posi,
Ah,
air conditioning.
air conditioning. Oh, you're driving in style then.
Yeah.
I like that. And what's the color called?
It's 83 Cutlass, or 83 Oldsmobile brown.
Okay, okay. And you've been working on
It's been done since 1988.
the truck has been done since '88. Wow. Oh, and you've been enjoying it ever since with the air conditioning and everything,
Oh,
all
yeah.
that stuff in it. Gee, that's like '98, 2008.
I like the style of it, the stance of it, and so forth.
Yeah, yeah. So when you did it, you got it all the conveniences in the world and everything. Did you change anything to the frame or the support to it?
It has a Nova front end in it,
Okay, okay.
and Chevelle rear end,
Oh, okay.
and 700R tranny.
So you did all that way back then in those days?
It's been done over the years, but
Oh, you made some changes.
yeah.
I love the wraparound window that it has on the.
That
on
was an
these.
option back then. It's very,
Yeah, very good.
quite
Who's
rare.
the partner with you here?
It's my wife, Gloria.
Gloria. Hi, Gloria. Yeah, good. Well, it's a beautiful truck, and you've done a great job with it. And this is the classic year for Chevy, stepside. Can't believe it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's an enjoyable truck.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So we're here with Paul Snell, and he's got a 66 Marlin, which we've talked to him a little bit before about one of an older truck he had. And this is a fantastic car here, Paul. I just love it.
Thank you. It's not a real big collector item, but to me it's kind of unique because you don't see many of them around because the 67 there weren't very many made.
So what did they make? 65, 66, 67, 3 years?
3 years.
And this is American Motors product?
This is American Motors AMC.
Okay.
It's a Rambler Marlin, and you can see the emblem, the Marlin on the front hood and the back of the trunk.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of the last hurrahs for Rambler because they had taken parts from different companies to make it work.
Oh, did they?
You know,
Oh.
at the end there, it was kind of sad, but
So what has this got for a powertrain?
it's got a 327, but as I understand it, it's a combination of the American Motors block, but then they had AMC heads, I think.
AMC.
American Motors heads.
Okay.
So
Oh, so they took a 327 Chevy block and put American.
no, it was well. There's parts from GMC, and I don't know what parts they took and what.
Okay.
But it's ironic that it should be a 327
Yeah.
cubic inch, same as the.
It's
the
a
GM.
beautiful car, though. The window and the styling here, what a futuristic thing it is. So where did you find this Marlin?
Actually, a friend of mine, Merv Ritter at Southie Motors, he had this, and I think his friend had it before him that had the AMC dealer in Southie.
Okay, in Saudi.
So it's been around a little bit out in those parts. This one is kind of unique in the sense that it's got power windows.
Oh, it has
which
power
is-
windows.
Which
Okay.
is a blessing and a curse at the same time. because
Yes.
They don't work the same way as the new ones. They're not quite as
Oh yeah, so
reliable.
sometimes they short out or whatever it is. You got to change switches and things
Yeah, so consequently I leave the windows down as much as I can.
without having to really kind of play with them. But it has such a beautiful style. It almost, you know, as I look towards the back here, it has kind of almost like a little bit of a Charger look too. You know,
It does. Yeah, the 67 Charger looked very similar to this.
not the front so much, but the front is really a Rambler
It
front.
is.
Yeah.
You're right. You know, I have to apologize. I made a mistake. It's a 65, not a 66.
65. Okay,
Yes,
that's no problem.
That was the first year they came out, and that's what this is. And then 66, there was fewer made, and 67, hardly any.
Well, this must have been a real stunner, though, when it first came out in the showrooms and everything for AMC. They probably had great hopes for this car.
Yeah, there was a lot of interest, I think, in the day. Remember, we're always noted or AMC were always noted for their safety features.
Yes.
And it was well built. It was solid car, and you know, things that maybe GM and Ford didn't.
What would be some of the safety features that you're thinking?
Well, Just a little extra in the doors,
Okay,
for stability, and underneath it seemed to be a little stronger.
A little stronger frame
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Okay.
At least
good.
that's what I'm told, anyways.
They didn't come out with seat belts, though, did they? Or?
They did, yes.
Oh, and you've got them.
This Rambler.
Oh, gee,
seat
they even
belts,
put the Rambler thing
And,
on there. Oh, yeah, a little.
Very nice friend of mine that had the AMC dealership gave me the Rambler.
Oh, look at
Phoenix
that.
over. Oh, this
Jeez,
is
those
great.
Rambler logos are pretty darn cool. You know, it's so much work to make something like that. Unbelievable,
Yeah,
you know, the craftsmanship that you have to go through to make a car, the bright work, the chrome, it's just, and the color just pops. Are those the original hubcaps for it?
They are, yes, and wouldn't want to lose one because it'd be hard to find. But yeah, the spoke ones. The only bad thing about the spoke ones is they're so tough to keep clean if you're going down a dusty road and
Oh,
stuff.
I know. There's a lot of work with that, Paul. Just a beautiful car, though. Thanks for showing it
I
to us.
appreciate it very much. Thank you so much.
It's a real collector.
Thanks for
Take care. You bet.
Capital GMC Buick Cadillac and Capital Ford Lincoln are two of the most celebrated dealerships in the country. Plus, Universal Collision Center is Saskatchewan's largest body shop network. Capital Auto Mall on the corner of Rochdale and Pasqua in Regina.
Erwin Bateman, and I was gonna guess this is it a Ford? Is that
Yes,
what
it is a Ford. It's a
what have we-
1938 Ford.
1938 Ford, quarter ton, half ton?
Started out as a 2-ton truck.
A 2-ton truck.
Yes.
Really? So tell me a little bit of the history of it, Erwin.
Well, I bought it from a online auction way up by Big River,
Okay.
and dragged it home from up there. And
up in the bush country kind of
yes,
thing.
right
northern
up by the
Saskatchewan.
timber mill up there. Yeah.
Oh, really? So it probably was a working truck, this thing. when it
It
was-
had been a farm truck.
Okay.
Yeah, it had the PTO on the transmission, like you drive a auger or whatever off of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Would that have been an adjustment or a change that somebody would have made at the
Yeah,
farm
it's been
level?
added on. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But the auction bill said running when parked, and the pictures were on a fence line with weeds growing up around it. And
When it was parked, it was running. Not anymore, though.
but amazingly enough, it didn't take very much to get it running.
Wow.
It has the original flathead engine and transmission in there.
Is that still in there?
Yeah, I had to reseal it and put new gaskets and stuff in, but yeah.
Wow. I love your steering wheel. What did you do for that steering wheel? That is like a wooden steering wheel.
It is wooden. It's the original steel frame. The plastic that they used back in the 38 didn't last in the sun, so it was just falling off,
Yeah?
But that's the cutout of a wooden cutting block top off of a dishwasher.
Oh, I know. I had a dishwasher. There's
it's
a portable
laminated maple. Yeah.
portable dishwasher. That's exactly what you. So what you do? You made a pattern out of it, and then
Yeah, I
just.
just copied the circle and routed the groove in the bottom for the steel ring to go in.
So the signal light, that's an adaptation afterwards too, isn't it? The
It is.
signal light indicator.
But if you find old trucks from this era, a lot of times they would have those signal lights on them.
Yes. So what did you do for the door panels inside there?
I handmade those. They're .020 aluminum that I bought at Home Depot, and I have a bead roller,
Oh, okay.
which you normally would roll your floor panels with.
Yes.
And we used a washer on the top and a skateboard wheel on the bottom, so it didn't take the dents out as I went across them, and yeah, so it turned out.
That is really cool. And what about the horns on top there? What have you done there?
Well, I picked those up at a swap meet. I think, I'm not sure what they were originally off of. They seem to be 6-volt horns and hooked to 12 volts. They're suffering a little bit.
They suffer a little bit.
Yeah.
So the front window, that opens up from inside. Is there a
Yes,
lever that does
there's
it?
a knob in the middle of the dash there. You can screw it in and out.
Okay. And that would have been that's part of the original
That's original
manufacture-
equipment. There's,
Yeah.
There's also a vent in front of the windshield that there's a lever that you flip it up with.
So in the good old days, somebody would want a little bit of air. They could just push the windshield forward a little bit. And
That's right.
I mean, this isn't the only truck or vehicle had. That was a thing that
Some others had that too.
You could find that. So what about the box and everything else? Was that all?
The box I fabricated myself.
Oh, you did? Okay.
After I finished the box, I was worried about a tailgate, and I worried about fender shape. And I like the shape of the 35 to 37 Ford fenders better.
Okay.
They were very expensive to buy and only available in fiberglass. So I took a form with me down to Minot, North Dakota, and just outside of Minot, there's a place that has old car parts.
Oh, is there? Okay.
And I found those outer parts of the fenders,
Okay.
and then built the inner extension parts so it would be wide enough to cover the Ford 9-inch rear end. It's kind of wide for this truck.
Yeah, that is. So is that a different rear end in there then?
The rear suspension is out of a 65 Galaxy.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
3-point parallel type suspension.
Okay.
And then I went in to buy the fenders, and the guy has the tailgate hanging on his wall from a 38 Ford half-ton.
Oh, there it was.
I didn't think he'd sell it to me, but he did.
Oh
So,
my goodness! I love the original. What are those things from horses called? Hames. Those
Yeah.
Hames.
Yeah.
They are so cool.
When I was building the box, I used the pattern of one of the ones on the back there to make the curve.
Oh,
just
is that
go
what you
in.
did, huh?
Yeah.
So this Hame over here, this is just. Oh man.
Yeah, that's the one I used to make the curve when I was building the box. Yeah.
And you got a good old jerry can there. Has it got a bit of gas?
That was my
in it?
dad's jerry can.
That was your dad?
Yeah.
So did you grow up on the farm also then?
Yes. Yeah.
Whereabouts were you farming?
Up by Craven.
Oh,
Yeah. We farmed until 2010 there, and
2010. Oh, that wasn't all that long ago then. Oh my goodness, Erwin. So you've really turned this thing into a work of art. Does it have the original flathead in it?
yes, it does.
Let's have a look at that. If it's not too much work.
Nope.
Yeah, good old. Oh, look at that, huh?
It's the first year that Ford put a hood that lifted up. The years before this, they lifted from the side.
Oh, that's right. That's the front. The front. It says 2 ton, so this really was just a half.
It was a 2-ton.
It was a
Yes.
2-ton.
It still has the 2-ton frame. I just shortened it.
Okay.
And put a notch for the rear end and put a drop axle on the front.
I love that cream can that you got there too.
The name that's on it, I made a plaque and put my grandfather's name on it.
Oh,
He was
nice.
from the Wolseley area
Oh, was he? Okay.
originally. Yeah, when he
Jeez.
homesteaded out there.
And the visor, that's something that you put on later or made?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I love it.
It's a nice, soft, flexible.
Looks like an old saw.
Saw
almost.
blade, yeah.
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 Oh, fantastic.
That wasn't an original idea of mine. I saw it in a car show when I was visiting out in Washington.
Oh,
So I
man.
copied another guy, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, absolutely. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So was it running a 6-volt or 12-volt?
It's on 12 volt now.
Okay. Nice. So you get a little
because
more
of the
starting power.
lighting and stuff. It's,
Yeah. Oh,
The
fantastic.
original 6 volt generator wasn't charging anymore. So
Yeah.
the best option was what everybody else uses, a Delco alternator.
Exactly. Well, you got good rubber under it, and it looks like it'd be a solid runner down the highway. You could have some fun with that, huh? All right. So we're here with Michael Friesen. He's got a 1949 Chevy panel van. So tell us a little bit about your panel van, Michael.
It's been about a 3.5-year build,
Okay.
and everything about it has been touched. It's got a 1984 Corvette suspension under it, back and front.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's riding on a Corvette.
Corvette, and then outfitted that with an air suspension as well.
Oh boy.
So it's a completely independent front and rear suspension.
Oh, wow, wow.
Beefed up the whole frame to handle all that too, and then outfitted it with an 8.1 GMC engine, which is actually a 496.
496. Holy smokes, that's a...
It's big.
How many horsepower are you putting out here?
Estimated roughly around 500.
So why for you a panel van? I mean, they're the coolest, but I'm just curious.
They're unique. I've always had a thing for panel vans and station wagons.
Yes.
And this body style of truck has always been my favorite.
Yeah.
The AD design is just, to me, it's the most appealing.
When I was a kid, people used to use these as trades vans. This is a thing that sometimes even, people like breadmen and trades guys and small repair plumbers. This was their vehicle.
Absolutely. They were used and abused.
Yeah, and they worked very good. I can remember my neighbor, he was a home builder, and he had a panel van like this, and this was his, this is how he rolled kind of thing.
Yeah.
So where did this one come from?
I got this one out of a fellow from Craven. It was in pretty rough shape. There was no engine. It was pretty much just a shell of a truck. Pretty much all new gauges, complete interior. The I did it steering wheels, low car shifter, and then just completely did the whole thing. It's it's got the air conditioning, it's got the cruise control, it's got all the amenities you want. Power windows.
Would you use this as an overnight crash out? Not really. It's not big enough, maybe.
Not really. No. Not really.
Sounds like have you got a sound system in there? What have you all got underneath that box there?
There is most of my stuff that wouldn't fit underneath the dash is back there. Air conditioning, air suspension, battery. Put all that stuff in the back just to tuck it out of the way.
Yeah.
It ends up being a lot of stuff back there.
Tell us a little bit more about the engine here. You've got a 496, did you say?
Yeah, it's actually a modern big block. They're called the 8.1 because it is a metric motor. They were produced from roughly 2001 to 2009.
Who was producing them?
That's a GM.
Oh, it's a GM
engine.
It wasn't in a Corvette though, was it?
No. They tended to put those into the work trucks, like the one-ton Chevs and the big work trucks.
Oh, so this is
it's a big block.
It's a big torquey thing.
It's a modern big block. It's the last of the big blocks.
Wow. So they don't make them anymore?
No, they don't. It is a fuel-injected engine. And it's a stout engine. It's a very good motor.
Jeez.
Very reliable engine.
So that whole sort of large covering, did you fabricate that, or what?
We did, yes. Needed a bit of an engine cover, and wanted to do a bit of a take on the LS style of engines.
Okay.
So we actually used a couple of the old fenders because they had just the right shape to them.
Oh, cool.
Just cut a couple pieces out and.
Away you go.
Yep.
Jeez, you're a talented guy. Love it. We're here with Shane Taylor. He's got a 2013 Ferrari. Is there any model that it is, Shane?
Ferrari 458 Spider.
458 Spider. Okay. So tell us a little bit about your car. Where did you find it?
Oh, I found it in Ontario there at one of the Ferrari dealerships.
Really? So why Ferrari for you, if I may be so bold to ask?
Oh, I don't know. I've always enjoyed looking at them from afar.
Yeah. Is it a convertible or is it a hardtop?
It's both.
It's both. Oh, really? Does the hardtop stay hidden, or do you have to take it off, or?
No, you just push a button and it goes up.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. So it has the hardtop and a convertible option?
Yeah, it's sort of the best of both worlds.
Wow. Oh, geez, look at that. What a sleek machine. And the color is Ferrari red, I'm assuming, huh?
It's called Rosa Corsa.
Rosa Corsa.
That's the traditional Ferrari red.
We won't make you put on the convertible, but there isn't. This is it, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. What a beautiful car. Oh, and the windows go there. Everything happens. So we're here with Darrell Law, and you've got a Turbo Coupe Thunderbird.
That's correct.
What year is it?
It's a 1988.
So tell me, Daryl, you're a young fellow. Why an 88 Thunderbird for you?
I don't know. Growing up, I've always been into more of the older school type vehicles. The first car I got was my 1933 Mercury Marquis.
Okay, Marquis. Yeah, cool.
And then, I had a few kind of beater cars and all that just to get through winters, and then actually ended up stumbling upon this out of Prince Albert.
Really?
Yeah. I got it with just 100,000 kilometers on the odometer, and well, for its age, it's held up pretty well. The paint's kind of showing here and there.
So this is like a Survivor. There's no work done to it. Really? Wow. And so were you looking for a Thunderbird when you were looking, or you just happened to notice it in Kijiji or something like that?
Well, yeah, actually, when I went and I ended up finding this car, I had three prerequisites. It had to be rear-wheel drive.
Yes.
It had to be standard, and it had to at least have some gap and go.
This is a standard Thunderbird?
That's correct.
That's pretty rare. Usually they're automatics.
Yep. No, this one has the Borg & Warner T5.
Wow. So you knew what you were looking for then, huh?
That's correct. Yeah.
Kind of a cool car. Who would have ordered a standard in a Thunderbird? Like that's usually a luxury car kind of thing.
Yeah,
when they were
usually
in these years,
more like a luxury kind of sports sedan type vehicle.
Yeah.
With the Turbo Coupe, you had the option of like the automatic. Obviously, that thing usually maxed out at about 12 psi of boost. So it had some gap and go, but then the standards in '87 it would go up to 15 pounds of boost, and then dial back, and then in '88 they actually went and they gave it a full 50 pounds of boost.
This is a
turbocharged vehicle. Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us on Cruising on 7. Yeah. So we're here with Ron Garrett. He's with the SAS Ford Mercury Car Club, and you're the car show coordinator. So tell us a little bit about what we're doing today, Garrett.
We're just doing a cruise to 14 senior homes.
Wow.
For anybody that wants to come out today. So.
Gee, it looks like you got a darn good turnout here. The parking lot's full here.
Quite
at the
few.
Lowe's at in the Northgate Mall here. It's fantastic. So how long have you been working on this? What did you do to get this going?
Jim is the one that actually got it going, and I got a hold of him, and I just started passing the word out to a bunch of people on Facebook, and I told him I'd come out and help out. So.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you've done a great job here at SAS Ford Mercury, and the response isn't just Ford Mercury either.
No, we've got a lot of different clubs in here that I've noticed. So,
yeah.
And just people that aren't in clubs that just love their cars.
Yes, for sure. We've got Ferraris to, Vipers and you name it.
You name it, we got it.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for doing this on Canada Day here at the Northgate Mall. Have a great cruise.
Thank you.
Capital GMC Buick Cadillac and Capital Ford Lincoln are two of the most celebrated dealerships in the country. Plus, Universal Collision Center is Saskatchewan's largest body shop network. Capital Auto Mall on the corner of Rochdale and Pasqua in Regina.